In this video, we will see what exactly type groups are. So now let us move on to the agenda here. So first we will cover the basic overview of type groups, and then we will see step by steps to create a type group. So type group is under repository object in the ABAP dictionary. We can create a type group. We have to select the radio button there, and it also allows to define the data types in ABAP dictionary directly in the ABAP dictionary rather than defining them in the ABAP program. So when we are defining type groups in data dictionary, it has to be maximum length has to be 5 digits or 5 characters. Every data type, the name defined in the type group must begin with the name of the type group itself and then followed by the underscore sign. So if the type is Z type, so it should be followed by like this underscore and then the name should come. These defined data types can be used in ABAP program with the use of type pool statements. So let us see a live example of how a type group looks like. So here are the steps to create a type group. First we have to go to the ABAP dictionary screen, and then there is a radio button named as type groups. We have to select it, then we have to provide the name. For example, let us name it as Z type itself. So it is of 5 characters in length. So here is the syntax to create, and when we have selected the type group, we have to give a particular short text name. So here I have given custom type group, and when it is done, we have to click on save. Then in the maintenance screen, we have to write this particular code, which is exactly type pool, and Z type is the name of the type group that we are providing, and type Z type underscore name is the data type that we are providing. It has a size of 30 and type is C. Similarly, we have provided another data type, that is Z type underscore age, and it has a size 3 and it is of the type I. So this way we have defined our type group, and now let us see how to implement our type group. So here we can see there is this report here, report Z test, that I have created. Now in this report Z test, we have implemented our type group. So to implement our type group or to call our type group, we have a statement type pools Z type, and we have to provide a data, and name is our variable name, and it is of the type Z type underscore name, and we have provided another variable age, which is of the type Z type underscore age. So both these data types we have provided in the previous screen, that is this one. So this way we are declaring a data type in ABAP dictionary. So with the help of a simple example, we will now see example of type groups. So in this session we will be creating a type group, and when we have created the type group, we will be making use of that particular type group in our reports. So let's start with it. So to access type group, we have to go to the transaction code, that is S11. So that's done. So here we have to select the type group and provide the type group name. So here we will be providing it as ZTYP1. So this is the name that we are providing here, and let's just click on create. So here we have to provide the short description or short text. Suppose we are providing as type group, and just save it, local object. So here we can see type pool ZTYP1 is already coming. Now we have to make it. So let us types and ZTYP1 name. Here we have to provide the property name that we are using here. So let's say it is of 30 length and the type is character. So we will be declaring another variable or another property for this. So let's say ZTYP1 and underscore name. So here also we have to provide the underscore so that it is a part of the type group. So let's say age, so it would be of the length 3 and the type would be integer itself. So that's done. So here we are just declared our type groups. So our type group is created. Let us just save it, check it and activate it. So there is a warning coming, we can ignore it. So that's done. So our type group is created. Now we have to make use of this particular type group, that is ZTYP1 in our reports. So let us see the second part of the session, that is to make use of the type groups in the reports. So to access reporting, we have to go to SC38 and here we can create a particular program, Z report type 1 maybe. We can click on create and here we have to provide the title, report for type group. So that's done, and we have to select our type also. So type would be executable program. Just click on create. So here we are just saving it in a temp and that's done. So here we can see our report name is already generated. Now we have to make use of that type group, and to make use of a type group we have to write type pools. Type pools, and the name of the type group that we have created there, that is ZTYP1, and now we have to make use of that type group. Let's say we are defining it in data. Name of the variable here also we are naming it as name itself, and it should be of the type ZTYP1 underscore name that we have created in the type group. So the same property of this type group would be applied to this particular variable here, that is name, and we can also make use of the age also, and ZTYP1 underscore age. So that's done. So whatever we have making use in this particular type group, let us save it, check it. Okay, I have to provide a comma here. Now it is good, and let us just activate it. So that's done. So whatever we are making use in the type group, that is ZTYP1. Let me just double click it, and here we can see this name we have created here, and the age also we have created. So we are making use in this particular name, it is of that particular type of that we have defined in the type group. Similarly, the age is also of the type that we have defined in the type group. So we have seen just how to create a type group and making use of that particular type group in the reports. So that's it for this session. Thanks for watching.